Imagine paying a player $100 million, only to watch him quit on plays, get benched, or never even start a single game. In the NFL, free agency is supposed to build champions, but sometimes it creates one of the most expensive disasters in sports history. Today we're counting down the 10 biggest free agent busts ever. Contracts so bad they set franchises back for years, and the worst one, it was so embarrassing that the player literally laid on the field while the play kept going. Let's start the countdown. Number 10. Albert Haynesworth. In 2009, Washington made Albert Haynesworth the highest-paid defensive player in NFL history. The contract? 7 years, $100 million. At the time, Haynesworth was coming off dominant seasons with the Titans and was viewed as the most disruptive defensive tackle in football. Washington expected a defensive cornerstone. Instead, they got controversy. Haynesworth clashed with coaches, failed conditioning tests, and eventually became famous for one of the most embarrassing plays ever, when he literally gave up during a play while Michael Vick ran past him. Number 9. Brock Osweiler. In 2016, the Texans believed they had found their franchise quarterback. They gave Brock Osweiler a 4-year, $72 million deal after just 7 career starts with Denver. The problem? He played like a backup. Osweiler threw more interceptions than touchdowns and struggled with accuracy and decision-making. The Texans were so desperate to move on that they traded him along with a second-round pick just to dump the contract. When a team has to attach draft picks just to get rid of you, that's a bust. Number 8. Le'Veon Bell. When the Jets signed Le'Veon Bell to a $52 million deal, they thought they were getting one of the most versatile backs in football. And to be fair, Bell had been elite in Pittsburgh, but the Jets situation was chaos. Poor offensive line play, coaching dysfunction, and Bell never looked like the same player. In 2 seasons, he rushed for just 863 yards total. The Jets released him early, and the signing became another example of why big contracts for running backs can backfire fast. A number 7. Nnamdi Asomugha. Back in 2011, the Eagles assembled what many called the Dream Team. Their biggest signing? Shutdown corner Nnamdi Asomugha. In Oakland, he was dominant. Quarterbacks avoided throwing his direction entirely, but in Philadelphia's defensive scheme, he struggled badly. He looked uncomfortable, slow, and ineffective. Instead of elevating the defense, he became one of the biggest disappointments of the era. After just 2 seasons, he was gone. Number 6. Javon Walker. The Raiders gave wide receiver Javon Walker $55 million, hoping he would become their number 1 target. Instead,
Oakland Raiders wide receiver Javon Walker is recovering in a Las Vegas hospital after being found unconscious Monday morning. Walker was found by police just off the Vegas Strip just after 7 o'clock in the morning.
injuries and declining performance destroyed the signing. Walker caught just 15 passes in his Raiders career. 15. Oakland released him after 1 season, making it one of the worst wide receiver investments ever. Number 5. Matt Flynn. This one is almost legendary. Matt Flynn had one incredible game with Green Bay where he threw 6 touchdowns. That performance helped him land a $26 million deal with Seattle. But then something unexpected happened. A third-round rookie named Russell Wilson showed up. Wilson completely outplayed Flynn in training camp. Flynn never started a single game for Seattle. He was traded before the season even started. Paying a quarterback millions who never starts for you? That's brutal. Number 4. Trumaine Johnson. The Jets gave cornerback Trumaine Johnson $72 million, expecting him to be a lockdown defender. Instead, he became one of the most criticized players on the roster. Johnson struggled with injuries, missed assignments, and poor coverage. At one point, he was even benched despite being one of the highest-paid corners in the league. By 2020, the Jets cut him loose. Another massive contract, another huge disappointment. Number 3. Dana Stubblefield. Washington once made Dana Stubblefield the highest-paid defensive player in the NFL. He had just won Defensive Player of the Year with the 49ers. But after signing the contract, his production collapsed. He recorded just 7 sacks in 3 seasons with Washington. For a player expected to dominate the defensive line, the drop-off was shocking. Number 2, Deion Sanders. This one surprises a lot of people. Deion Sanders is an all-time great, but his Washington free agent deal was a disaster. Washington gave him a massive 7-year contract worth $56 million late in his career. Sanders played just 1 season before retiring. 1 season. Washington paid a fortune for almost nothing. Number 1, Albert Haynesworth, again. Yes, Haynesworth already appeared earlier on this list, but many analysts still consider his Washington contract the worst free agent signing in NFL history. Why? Because it had everything: huge money, terrible effort, locker room drama, suspensions, and a player who looked completely unmotivated. Washington expected a dominant defensive force. Instead, they got one of the most infamous contracts in league history. Free agency is always a gamble. Teams spend millions hoping one player will transform their franchise. Sometimes it leads to championships, but other times it leads to contracts that fans wish they could erase from history. So here's the question: which free agent signing do you think was the biggest bust ever? Did we miss one? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoy NFL content like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more breakdowns, because in the NFL, one contract can change everything.